You must be delighted to get yourself up and running by getting on the score sheet the other night there. What was your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it's a good result, 3-0. First 2 games, 2 wins, 2 clean sheets, couldn't ask for much more. Going into half-time 3-0 up, it was good. Obviously they had 10 men going in the second half, maybe thought get a few more goals, but still a good win and good start to the season.
What are you expecting from Montrose? We'll go up there next week to Gayfield to play them. What kind of match do you expect from them?
Tough one, probably a physical one. Yeah. We'll still do our things, try to play the same way, and just keep doing what we do, and hopefully we win again.
How much are you enjoying it so far? I know it's only 2 games in, but you must be enjoying getting those kind of results and those kind of performances.
Yeah, it's great. Before I signed, everything that I've sort of thought about the club or what was going to happen has sort of has happened. We always tried to play, create chances, and as well as Dundee game, we got stuck in and defended our goal for the second half. Yeah. So everything I thought expected, and wanting to come to the club and meeting the fans today, and it's a good group of fans. Everyone's really nice, so it's been a really good start.
I suppose as well, if we can get that 3rd win up at Gayfield, it really puts us in command in the group. Is the thoughts on 1 game at a time, or are you just looking at making sure that these next 2 games we finish the job and get out of that group?
Yeah, I think the important thing is just do what we can control. If we win every game, then we won't get out of the group. Yeah. So I guess the cliche is just take it 1 game at a time. Just do what the challenge is in front of us. Win the game and and progress. You don't want to be going into the last game of the group and you're not wanting a team to score as many goals, or or we have to win and we have to score this many goals to go through. So I think just go up, win the game, just do what we've been doing. Play, defend, and win the game. That's just the most important thing.
Brilliant, Euan, that's tremendous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rhys, obviously 2 games in now, so halfway stage in the group. Where do you feel we are after those 2 games?
In a really, really positive place. I think to get off to a quick positive start, to get the 3 points on the board quite early. Good performances at that. Very, very different performances in terms of the games itself. Tuesday being a lot different from Saturday, but as I said, to get those 3 points on the board and have that wee bit of kind of positive momentum and energy going into obviously the remaining games is really, really pleasing.
With Montrose to come, it's obviously a visit to Gayfield. It won't be the first time we go there, but having been there before, it's not going to be an easy match. What are you expecting from Gayfield and from Montrose?
Well, listen, I think obviously conditions are a huge part. Anytime you play at Gayfield, doesn't matter what time of the year, so we've got to be prepared first and foremost to come up against a team in conditions that are going to be probably really, really difficult. I don't know what the kind of forecasting that is, but regardless, we've got to make sure that we go in with the same attitude and application that we did to the first 2 games. Go and try and build on some of the positive things that we've demonstrated over the last kind of 2 games and hopefully get another positive result.
I suppose it's a different type of challenge, and at this stage in the season it's so hard to have much in the way of preparation for what you're going to face. What's the focus going to be between now and then for you and the squad in terms of being ready for the match?
Well, from now until obviously the game, it's a bit odd because you don't have a weekend game, which is quite strange in the football calendar, so it gives us a chance to go and watch oppositions take in another game that we don't possibly get the chance to do throughout the season and stuff. So a wee bit of downtime. Obviously the boys have put in a big shift over Saturday and Tuesday. We're no the kind of biggest of squads at the moment as well, so it gives that extra kind of period of time for those that are maybe carrying little knocks and niggles, and also an extra 3 or 4 days for the lads who are on the verge of returning. Big Aidan Wilson, Dean McMaster and stuff, gives them an extra wee period that they can get on the grass and really kind of step up the rehab. So on that sense, like I said, to go and maybe take in a game on a Saturday will be something different.
What's the expectations for those guys that are making their way back? I know Cammy Bruce will be a good bit beyond returning compared to the others, but is your expectation getting them back for the kind of start of the league campaign? Are you hoping to see them in the next 2 games? What's the situation with those lads?
No, listen, definitely. I think as a gauge, I think obviously Ross County's a good gauge for a lot of them. Big Aidan Wilson, Big Aaron Reid, obviously he's going to be a little bit kind of longer term, strappy. obviously getting surgery on his shoulder at the end of the year, so listen, you get a kind of projected time frame that they're going to be out, but the boys have been working extremely hard in the rehab side, so you've seen probably today that Dino and Aidan and Big Reedy just stepping up the rehab, putting the work in, and listen, if things all go well, hopefully we can start to integrate them, but the main thing is that they're ready to go and obviously play some form of minutes. We don't want to just throw them into the deep end and then come start of the season we've set ourselves back. We had enough of that last year, so really important, as I say, that we get the squad right and we get individuals back 100% and healthy and strong, especially at this stage. Obviously we're not the fullest of squads. We're relying a lot on kind of younger players and probably need a little bit of help in terms of getting bodies in, but the boys are working really hard and putting the work in, and it's showing.
The young guys that have been coming in and contributing as part of the squad in these games, they've been very impressive. How happy are you with how the boys have equipped themselves? They've
done really well right through pre-season, and again, because of the circumstances that we're in, we're a kind of smaller squad, we need to get a few bodies in, but that's opened a wee door and maybe a wee opportunity for one or two to come in, and as I say, they've come in, they've not done anything wrong, they've applied themselves right, they've added quality and stuff into the games all throughout pre-season, but it's about maintaining that now. We've given them that little carrot and that little kind of boost of confidence, but it's important then that we keep them level-headed, they keep doing the things well at training, they keep working hard and learning from your kind of senior members of the team, and if they continue to do that, then obviously the club's built on giving younger players an opportunity, so really positive for them in terms of the start, but it's about now can we get that level of consistency and quality.
And I guess you've kind of suggested it yourself, you'll still be looking to add to your squad where you can.
Aye, definitely. I think you see that even in the Dundee game, the first competitive game back, do really well, and although we're comfortable even with kind of 15-20 to go, it's probably crying out for maybe a few substitutions and coming up against kind of good opposition as well. You're looking in your squad and your bench is made up of a lot of kind of 17 and 18 year olds, which is great from that side, but at the same sense, moving forward, going out the league campaign and maintaining that through a full league campaign, then you need to get kind of good quality bodies in, as well as try and bleed the younger lads in.
And the focus now until then, I suppose, is making sure with the squad we've got that we don't blow the opportunity we've given ourselves by getting those 2 wins, because we're in a really strong position to get out the game.
Absolutely, and I think getting the so-called tougher one out of the way in terms of the Dundee game, to get a really positive start and then to back it up was really important, but we know now that the job's not done. It's about can we go and put things right in terms of implement that positive kind of mindset and attitude that we did the first 2 games, not take our foot off the gas, and if we can do that, then we stand ourselves in a really good opportunity now.
Brilliant. Well, we will speak to you at Montrose, I suppose. Thank you.
Cheers.